My name's Jake, and I found a bunch of pornographic magazines inside a dead man's house. Not just any old magazines, Australian softcore pornography from the early 90s. Now, me and my little mate Pete want to invite you to have a look at some pretty rude stuff with us. So hold on to your stiffies, everyone, and welcome to Smut Club 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Smut Club 1990, the only podcast where we peruse 1990s Australiana pornography. My name's Jake Smith, and I'm joined in the shed at the back of Mum and Dad's house by my little mate from a few grades below. It's bloody Peter James. How are you, buddy?
Hello, mate. Yes, I am all right. I have spilt a Go-Gurt
Oh, no.
on my shirt,
Well,
but other than that, I feel fine.
You're fine?
How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. School holiday's been extended.
Oh,
nice.
mate, yeah, how good. How fucking good.
But they've got the back to school specials now. I was down at Officeworks earlier with Mum.
Oh, yeah.
Spent my allowance, picked up a little treat. This is genuinely.
Oh, you're actually going to a bag for a treat.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, hello, back to school. It's listeners, it's a recorder.
Why have you actually gotten a recorder for this?
Well, I thought after we introduced our guest that maybe it's something you can give us a little bit of a belter. I know you like your musical comedy.
Yeah, mate, I love a little bit of musical comedy.
Can you play the recorder?
I can play whatever I can play on the recorder.
Oh,
We'll pass it to the... No. Oh, you'll hold it for me.
you hold the mic. Here we go. Okay, here we go. There's Peter James, a musical comedian debuting.
And are you going to introduce the guest while I do this?
And we can do it straight after. This is going to be the introduction music for the guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined this week by Melbourne comedian Andrew Portelli. How are you, Andrew?
I'm good.
Hi. Hello. How... Portelli?
Andrew Portelli! Everybody!
Portelli, you're the driest person I know, right? In terms of your demeanour, your comedy,
Your dick.
and the look on your face as I gave him the recorder. He started playing Hot Cross Buns, and I have an open porn magazine. You're like, I gotta leave fucking Brisbane, bro.
You want to change the flight time?
I'm flying tomorrow, so...
Thanks very much for coming in here, man. We've told you the premise of the podcast. We've told you what we're doing here. We're going to read a little bit of porno today. I didn't anticipate playing music then, but I'm glad we did. I think it was a good warm-up, a nice little palate cleanser before we get into the porno. Something we have asked all of our guests that have come on the show is, do you remember your first experience with pornography?
It doesn't have to be when you first wanked, but ideally it's the pre-wanking years when you were like, you know.
Yeah, I do remember.
G'day guys, Jake here. This little bit of the podcast had to get edited out. There was no way around it. It was so crook, and we all got carried away. But it was very funny, and we've decided to edit this one out. Here is a snippet of the end of it, which did survive, so have a listen to how it ended.
Would I be in trouble for that?
With who? When this is over, I'm going to fucking spit in your face. I don't know if you count that as trouble.
Some might say that's not ideal, but...
Fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the podcast, guys. As you were. Cheers. But what we've got today is a feature that last time we did My Funniest Fuck, which is stories that a reader submitted about the funny times that they've had sex. We did the live show. Would you like to guess how many people attended our live show here when we did it?
Which was under 10 episodes?
Yeah, episode 10.
Episode 10.
You had to guess how many
15?
people? Oh, a third of that.
Thank you for your belief in us, though.
Thank you,
That's
though.
really
We
nice.
absolutely no one. Now, I'm going to give you the premise here. It says, if you're not a virgin, we want to hear from you. Write us a blow-by-blow account of how you lost your virginity. Tell it like it was, though the funnier, weirder, or hotter the story, the better. We'll print them word for word and pay $50 if we publish your cherry-popping tale. Make it no longer than 300 words long and send it to my first one at the Picture GPO Box 5201, Sydney, New South Wales. All right, so that's already quite grim, but we're going to go through turns here, Andrew, and we're going to read through and interrupt at any point.
Okay.
Right, ready for it?
Yep,
okay,
fire away.
this one says, my tutor. Okay.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. 1994, this was published, so this is all above board at this point. It says my...
I don't think... No. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It's not above board. Well, I mean, it's gross that we're starting... They're talking about...
Just based on the title, you're assuming they slept with their tutor.
Yeah.
Oh, righto.
Yeah.
And you're thinking in 1994 that's legal. Which
I'm not saying it's legal. I'm saying that right now it's just like... They can publish this and it's fine. Right now this would be...
You do look like someone who's got all the ages of consent memorized.
Every country around the world.
And historically. 1994, yeah, that was fine back then. It was a different time, a better time.
Well, it depends if this was published in which jurisdiction. It says here, my best fuck happened one afternoon at high school when my English teacher, Miss Darcy, asked me to help her put away some equipment. What I didn't realise was that there was my equipment that she wanted to put away. When we went into the storeroom, she started rubbing her ass against my... we're recording at Good Chat Comic Club and there are staff in the kitchen walking through and it's very strange. When we went to the storeroom, she started rubbing her ass against my dick, giving me an instant hard-on. So things began to get really heated and we undressed just enough to make it comfortable for us to screw. Do we have any questions at this point?
How undressed do you have to be to be comfortable to screw?
I just got to take off my hat.
It is rude to wear it indoors.
What about you, Jake?
Honestly, just pop the knob out. Pop the knob out the fly. I'm comfortable. That's fine. Not that I'd do that, but if it was like bare bones, basic Burton board bullshit, then yes, I could do that.
Okay. Ideally for me, it's pants and underwear off.
Pants and underwear.
Yeah.
That's who I am. That's what I like.
Are you fucking with socks on? Have I talked to you about this
No,
before?
absolutely not.
Yeah, it's weird.
We've not talked about this, but absolutely not.
No, you want
I
to
can't
feel the
lose
earth.
static electricity at my house. A real Benjamin Franklin situation. If I've got the socks on, flying a kite, if you will. And sparks are flying.
Yeah. And what is his name?
Classic. So it says, we were fucking away like there was no tomorrow when we heard the door open and a fellow female teacher caught us in the act.
A fellow female teacher. They're all female teachers.
A fellow female. We got them now.
A female fellow.
Is that edited? Fuck it. It says here, even though she stood there, we kept at it hammer and tongs until we finally climaxed. So imagine this, you're walking on your colleague and you go, oh, I'm a teacher, I'm just going to check out what Miss Darcy's going up to. Oh, okay, she's fucking one of the students. And not only she's not stopping when I come in, they're finishing. They're coming in front of me. Very strange.
Well, I mean, as you said, 1994.
Yeah,
so
above board.
Does it say what subject she taught?
English.
Oh, right.
Fuck F-U-C-K. How many vowels? One, Mrs. Darcy.
Oh, my word. It says, the other teacher looked very flushed and fled the storeroom before we could say anything. Well, obviously you fucking would. The next day I kept...
She just witnessed a crime.
Oh, God, what a prude. The next day I kept wondering why all the youngish female teachers were looking at me strangely. Then I realised they must have heard about yesterday. For the rest of the year, I never ran out of tutors. So
what does that mean?
I don't know.
What, that they all wanted to have sex with this
child?
Yeah. No, definitely. That definitely happened.
And that was from the initials SO, Queensland Significant Other.
That is strange that it's insinuating all of the teachers want to fuck the child because not one mention of a PE teacher in that article. But very obvious that the PE teachers were doing the tutoring. Have you went at your school, just a quick side note, were your PE teachers known to be the grubs?
Well, I went to an all-boys school, so yes. No, they were just fucking idiots. They were just meatheads, but they weren't particularly
there was
grubby.
a definite sort of aura of sus cunts.
Oh,
those guys.
No, sorry, PE teacher in a co-ed school or a male PE teacher in a girls' school, watch list immediately. Like, not illegal to do, but we're fucking watching you, cunt, because you're up to something. Or swim coach, fuck that.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, grub.
No, thank you.
Grub.
Did you have teachers at school that everyone just kind of, like, they'd never done anything wrong that you know of, but like everyone was kind of sus on them?
Well, I went to an all-boys school as well, but after I left, I heard that our social studies teacher had a relationship with a year 12. So, yeah.
And was it a male teacher or a female teacher?
Oh, no, female teacher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
that progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. She used to just
Yeah, she's great.
put on a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't really...
Yeah, so about to the
take
back
this-
room with one particular student.
Yeah, take the job too seriously, I think.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, clearly
guys.
not. She was fucking one of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a kind of cool teacher. Put on movies, fuck one of the kids, you know, that kind of thing.
All right, guys, enjoy Inspector Rex. I will be in the cupboard with Jared.
Yeah. Enjoy all 3 Lord of the Rings films back to back. Lovely. All right. Well, this one, next one, Peter. Do you want to read this one here? We've got 4 today.
That'd be it. Oh, great. Well, we can do a little round table. Everyone gets involved. All right. Come Together is the name of this title. One of the great Beatles songs. I assume that will not be referenced here. It'll be about sex and the ejaculation. Here we go. I'd been separated from my wife for 6 months and was living on my own in a flat. Apart from work, I didn't go out or do anything, but just sat around.
Fucking loser.
God, this is
The end.
it's pretty hot. Come Together. What things I wish I could do with someone.
Does it trail off into a little, like a pile of blood? Don't go on.
Okay. One night I just got home, had a shower and switched on the TV when suddenly there was a knock on the door.
Oh, he's good.
I opened it to find my wife and 3 children standing there. I invited them in and asked Sue and the kid, I assume Sue's the wife, Sue and the kids if they could stay for the night.
Sorry, at this point, Come Together, getting real grim.
Well, can I say the cartoon has a naked mum and a dad and 2 children just at the top and tail of the bed. So we'll see how that comes into play.
Oh my God. All right, here we go.
After tucking the ruggies into bed, that's quite funny, I like that.
Yeah.
I walked into the kitchen and there she was. Stark fucking naked.
This is his ex-wife.
I hope so.
Jesus Christ, I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, the daughter's out of bed again.
Yeah. She walked towards me, her hands exploring every inch of her own body. I'd never seen Sue like this in 10 years of marriage. She didn't say a word, just let her eyes do the talking. By now I was bulging.
She was blinking in Morse code. Fuck me.
Just blinks, by the way, I'm taking the house. So, yeah, I took the... By now I was bulging and sweat was pouring off me as I began fondling her soft, tiny, fill in the blank,
Tits.
bang, 10 points to
Soft,
Jake.
tiny.
Yeah, soft, tiny tits.
Great.
Does it say tits?
Yeah, bang
Well,
on tits.
Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
yes.
could have been anything. Could
No.
have been chuzzies, could have been lady muffins,
Was it actually
Feet.
that? Fuck yeah.
feet.
Soft, tiny feet. Her demure size 4 feet.
That was so soft. Like a beanbag.
She'd recently broken all the bones in her feet. They were just these tiny, limp, broken feet from the binding that we have just been doing.
She wheeled herself over to me.
Blinking
Oh,
SOS.
by the way, she was in a wheelchair.
But, okay, she moaned. Also mentally handicapped.
Yeah, do the sound. Do it.
Woo! No, just kidding. She moaned, so I picked her up over my shoulder and fingered her hot, wet, pounding pussy. And
Wait,
what?
what?
Hang on.
Like a fireman's
Man,
hold.
wait, seriously, if that's how Fireman did it, let me burn to death in my house. That Fireman's coming out and going, I have to get you out of here, Mr. Smith, and just presenting 2 fingers. You can't just carry me, boys. Sorry, so this is the only way to secure you.
Yeah, this
So we were
is
trained,
regulation.
Yeah, by maths, we can fit multiple, like we can carry a lot of people out this way. But so yeah, he picked her up and over the shoulder and fingered her hot, wet, pounding puss and
Pounding.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pounding.
I'm a puss.
Open up! Oi! Fucking deadbeat, get out here!
Oh, Jesus. Go on. A soft pounding pussy.
It's like, yeah, dog the bounty hunter for a money. So it's a pounding puss, but I haven't even got to say the bit that I think is funniest in the sentence because we always get stuck on the pounding puss.
Okay.
Don't we all? So she moaned, so I picked her up over my shoulder and fingered her hot, wet, pounding puss and clitty. Which you're not supposed to finger.
So she's over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Presumably her legs are down his front and her head is like over his back.
It's pretty funny to think though if he didn't think ahead and put her like head over the front and he's gonna like reach all the way back and he's like,
I
can you
put my shoulder out.
just come forward a bit. Just slide
love.
forward a little
You're not
bit.
making it easy for me, love.
At this point, her vision is just his ass. Just his ass from behind, upside down.
I don't know how he's getting to a clit.
I think he's doing the old bowling ball, got the thumb, doing a bit of magic at the front.
Mate, that
Just
is
for
a
those
recipe
listening
for
at home.
RSI.
Just for those listening, I'm watching two men air finger a woman on their shoulder. So,
I know as an Italian, this comes very naturally to you. Just separate it out.
he spent the next like 6 months, you know those wrist braces that you see with people like typing too much? Oh, man.
so he's fingering the puss and the
This
clitty.
is romantic.
Yeah. Walking over to my bedroom, I put her down. Oh. No, just kidding.
He killed her.
I put her down and she quickly lipped my whole hardened...
Just waiting for the kitchen staff.
I think they're taking lettuce through cock.
Cock.
Whole hardened cock. She lipped.
Lipped?
my whole hard-
Lipped.
Lipped. Double P-E-D. Lipped.
Righto.
So just a bit of...
You're like a cartoon character eating a corn cob.
Yeah. No tongue,
No, I don't want tongue.
all lip.
I want
just the lip. You know that way that happens.
Oi, darling, do a raspberry on me knob.
all lip. All right, go.
Yeah, give me sweet lip. As she rose, she pushed me down on the bedroom chair with her legs over mine. I was in like Flynn, who is notoriously
In.
That's
That's what he's known for, is being in, yeah.
Flynn. Never
been out. Never out.
Seen him out. Really a homebody.
Yeah, someone should check on Flynn. He's always in.
Yeah, or just in. He must do the Coles online shop, I'd say.
He must.
Because Flynn,
Real homebody.
yeah, he's a hermit.
You just see him like peeking through the Venetian blinds.
Fuck
He's-
off, Flynn.
Stay in.
Stay in.
I like to look out. I just don't want to be here.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a pounding puss at the door.
Come in, like me.
Do you reckon that's what Flynn says? Mate, you are in like me. Fuck.
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
Oh, shit.
Sue whispered, "Don't blow." Then suddenly her whole body quivered and arched, and I felt a pounding sensation on my cock, and I knew she'd come.
From giving him head.
No, I think she was...
Oh no, they're having
They've-
sex now.
He's in.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
in. Like, he's Flynn. He's Flynn at
He's-
this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she got off my lap and went down on me again, sucking harder than usual. So
Lips have taken a back seat.
yeah,
Now it's all the tongue.
it's all.
So did you say he just said don't blow?
She said, Sue whispered, "Don't blow."
I have had one instance where that has been uttered in not like blow as a verb for ejaculation. I think it's absolutely foul.
Blow.
I'm about to blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Makes you
Moby
sound
Dick.
like like an oil rig or something.
Blow. It's disgusting. I'm not going to tell tales how school, but it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Like you're about to push down on some TNT.
Yeah.
And you're like, everyone, hands and knees. I'm about to blow.
Yeah. It's.
So she got off my lap, went down on me, sucking harder than usual. So getting towards the end of the lollipop, I felt a second great gush of warmth flow from head to cock. So parallels from the waist down.
Yeah.
I felt a second great gush of warmth flow from head to cock, and I screamed with the fucking pain of relief.
Is that what it
Wow.
says?
Yeah.
Because that's 6 months of heartbreak
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
What are the kids doing?
Yeah, he comes like tears. Like, there's no cum there. What are the kids doing? Hopefully, I don't think we're going to find out, to be honest. Sue got up, smiled, wiped her mouth.
Go on. Say
Yeah,
it.
I just don't.
I think you should read it out full.
No, I'm just thinking about wiping them. I just don't like that.
Wiping
I don't know
that.
because I think of it like one of those inner elbow to
elbow to wrist.
hand, one of those like full inside wrist wipes. And that's what I picked, and I didn't like it.
The real napkin finish off blow the nose in it.
Oh, God, yeah. 70-year-old man at a fucking Macca's.
Yeah. Harder and thirst needs a big cold beer.
Dun, 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 dun.
So she's got
You can get it sucking. You can get it fucking. You can get it any old now.
Thanks again to our sponsors. So she's wiped her mouth and then turned as our 2 older children burst into the room
There they
asking
are.
if Daddy needed a bandage.
The 2 older children.
Yeah. It must just be... Yeah, I don't...
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, we both laughed. Just naked.
Mum wiping cum out.
She spits it at them.
Go to bed.
Like James Brown.
Sorry, it's a very funny visual. Someone wiping cum and go, yeah!
I feel good. I feel lightheaded after a
Yeah.
while. Anyway, so
laughy.
we both laughed and put the children back to bed and read them Snow White. More Snow Off-White. We've been together ever since. That's from DB in
Right.
Queensland.
So they didn't really ever discuss their issues.
No.
He
Well,
just
it's-
came in her mouth one night and they're like, yeah, let's get back together.
See the level of respect with which
Yeah.
you treated me.
We've only been divorced for 6 months and like I've moved all my shit out, but
Yeah.
you did go down on me that one time, so
And
all
you-
is forgiven.
And you did that weird thing where like you put me over your shoulder and then kind of fingered me
Yeah.
like a bowling ball. Like your fireman carried my pounding pussy. that was sweet, Stephen. Thank you.
And then you tapped my clit really hard.
Sorry, my clitty.
So, moving over to you now,
Yeah.
Andrew. I'm going to give you 2 options of what you can read. One is titled I Am Sailing,
Yep.
which sounds fun, but one is titled Twisting by the Smoo. So,
Twisting by the smoo.
yeah.
Do you know what smoo is?
What's smoo?
It's a
It's the
vagina.
moody, yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
muddage.
All right, I don't know about
So
these
you
things.
can go I Am Sailing or Twisting by the Smoo. What would you like?
It's a big.
One's got a cartoon.
All right, I'll do twisting by the smoo.
Good choice. I assume good choice.
Having been twisting,
You're dumb.
I'm the smartest person here.
No, go on, sorry.
Twisting by the smoo. Having been married happily for 10 years and always faithful to my husband, I was about to learn the joys of straying. It started like any other weekend, with a group of friends coming over. Before long, the music was loud and we were all into the drinking. Someone suggested strip poker, and soon most of us were naked. We decided to play Nude Twister, and after a few moves, there were tits and muffs and dicks and balls everywhere.
Smartest person in the room. We make him read this shit.
Yeah.
What did you used to do? You're a lawyer. Were you a prosecutor?
Yes.
And now just you get to
Now-
say sentences like dicks and balls and muff.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. But
Yeah.
this is the last time. So. Suddenly, I was face to face with a soft, moist, pink vagina.
This is like very childish. This
Yeah,
one.
this one's really dumb. Also, I know it was written by a child because earlier when they referred to getting drunk, they said we were into the drinking.
Yeah.
You know, when you get into the... Hey, guys, come around and we get into the drinking.
Yeah, it's so funny to be like, yeah, we're naked,
Yeah.
and I know you reading this are wondering what that means.
Yeah.
Tits,
Tits.
Muffs.
Yeah.
balls, cocks.
All the famous ones. All the hits.
It was longing for me to lick it, begging me to, I reckon. Please.
Yeah.
I'd never tasted another woman's juices.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
goodness.
So I took the chance
This is-
and ran my tongue over her clit and around the lips of her vagina.
Can
we
please, just the tiniest time out. Just a man in high vis just walked in, heard you say that, made a face and walked out. Did you see that?
That's why I was trying not to alert him because I knew he would have stopped reading.
Yeah. Well, he's probably gone to beat off. Instantly, she responded. She pushed her delicious smoo into my face.
You look like you want to be anywhere else right now, bro.
She pushed her delicious smoo into my face. That's a funny sentence. She pushed her delicious smoo
Give me delicious smooth.
into my face.
She pushed her delicious smooth into my face.
Smoo.
Stop saying it. I can't if you can keep saying it.
The others, including my husband, started playing with her tits, sucking and squeezing them. It was only moments before some bloke was between my legs, sucking and licking. But I nudged him away. I wanted her to give me a tonguey.
Life's pretty straight without tongues.
Give me a tonguey on the smooth, love. Tonguey. That's it. That's in the vocab now. That's never leaving. Give us
a
bro, it's a tonguey. It's the mouth equivalent of a wristy.
But I nudged him away. I wanted her to give me a tonguey on all fours. As she crouched before me, I asked her to give me the best licking out I'd ever had. She was hesitant, as she too had never done this before. But with a gentle push from the guy behind her.
Like you're at the fucking bungee jump.
The water slide?
2. Oh, pushed her on 2.
When the kids are scared of Wet and Wild to go down, they have to get a little shove from the instructor.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry, Andrew.
All good. She was hesitant, as she too had never done this before. But with a gentle push from the guy behind her, who was now entering her from behind, she got on with it.
Some tells me it wasn't particularly gentle.
No.
Yeah. And she was good.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, with an exclamation point.
She was good?
Yeah, and she was good. She knew everything, every spot, and every nerve. In fact, she was better than good. Our evening finished very successfully, and I still see her. I don't feel I'm cheating on my marriage, as I let my husband watch or join in any time he wants. Twisting by the smoo.
I like how they're calling it successful. Like that's
Yeah.
we had an orgy, we had a massive gangbang, and it was a success.
Yeah, I think overall it was a big success.
Successful evening. Everyone handshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Everyone took a dish at the end.
Oh, that was very, very funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Smoo.
We need to make this a video podcast. Your fucking head during that. It's very funny.
Well, you got one more.
It says here, this last one to finish it off. It says, I am sailing. It says, the night before my sailor husband Bill was sailing overseas for 4 months. We went to the club for a night out. Bill got so pissed he passed out.
He is an alcoholic, and it's tearing our marriage apart.
We went out just before he went overseas for 4 months sailing. He got so pissed he passed out. Bob, a friend, what do I think already now that Bob is going to get fucked here? Bob, a friend, volunteered to help me get him home. In the taxi, however, Bob started kissing me.
Bob.
You fucking
friend?
So this is Bill's mate.
I guess so, or it's a friend of MF here.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
In the taxi, however, Bob started kissing me. By the time we got home, his fingers were deep inside my pussy.
How do you get on your shoulder in the cab?
Yeah, I know, that would have been really uncomfortable, wouldn't it? The head up the back near the
She
rear
was
window.
over the front seat.
She's like, so how long you been in Australia for?
Busy night, mate?
The driver's on his wireless.
Do you use like hate Ubers?
Yeah. Fuck, did you buy the plates? Are you renting them or what?
So he says, by the time we got home, his fingers were deep inside my pussy and I had his cock in my hand. As soon as my drunken hubby was tucked safely in bed Our clothes are off as quick as lightning. We could hardly wait to start fucking. This is the ultimate punishment for passing out and ruining the evening.
I'm going to fuck your mate, idiot. See you in 4 months. Enjoy that at sea.
I also bet that there'll be a semen pun. In the
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Betting suspended. yeah.
001.
Yeah. Bob knelt beside the bed, licking my twat. Was it twat or twat?
Twat. For sure.
His cock so stiff and inviting, I could think of nothing else other than getting it inside me. I pushed him over.
I pushed him over.
He's got a poor center of gravity. The fucking loser. Bob has vertigo. I pushed him over and fell on top of him.
Right.
Taste a bomb.
This is.
I gave him the people's elbow.
They live on a houseboat, by the way.
So. His throbbing Tockley. Oh.
Do you know what Tockley means?
Tockley.
Tockley.
I can make a guess. Yeah.
His throbbing Tockley.
His ear.
Oh, I don't want to say this.
I'd like Andrew to say it if you don't want to say it.
Yeah. Could you just say that just because I want your demeanour for his throbbing?
I pushed him over and fell on top of him. His throbbing Tockley stabbed deep inside my love canal. Right.
Stabbed. There you go. I rode him slowly up and down, and it wasn't long before we had the most magnificent orgasms. Somehow, in our frenzy, we managed to fuck our way off the floor. What?
Oh, so they started on the floor.
Off the floor.
How do you fuck off the floor? That's never happened to me.
Over the edge, I reckon, on the houseboat.
Well, we fucked so hard on floating.
Managed to fuck our way off the floor and up onto the bed with my pissed sleeping husband. Oh.
Damn.
No.
You know, Wingardium Leviosa on this pussy.
In the state he was in and the way the bed was rocking, Bill must have thought he was at sea in a storm. Next thing, he woke up. Luckily, he didn't even open his eyes properly. He just got up and walked out of the room saying, "I'm sleeping in the other bed if you can't stop rocking and moving about." Bob and I went on fucking and sucking each other the whole night. That's a lie. That's impossible.
At the very least, he knew what was happening.
Yeah, absolutely. He woke up, but he didn't even open his eyes properly. And he went, whatever. Bob and I went on, they were fucking sucking all night. We know that. Next morning, before Bill woke and showered for his big voyage, Bob took off. Bruh, the ball's on Bob right now, sleeping over at his mate's place after fucking his missus.
In the same bed, by the sounds of it.
Man, I would be, like, if he's fucking his mate's wife next to his passed out mate, that's balls.
Who woke up and thought she was just having night terrors.
Yeah.
And left.
At that point, I'd be like, I've got a guardian angel looking over me.
Let's go and get a lot of
Let's go. Now. He's like, mind if I crash?
Yeah.
It's been a big night. So Bob took off the next morning. On my return from seeing Bill off, Bob was waiting back in bed, his stiff tool at full mast, inviting me to come aboard and start our voyage. So that's a lovely tale of infidelity.
Oh, right. So as soon as Bill left,
Yep.
his mate, yeah.
Just,
I mean, that marriage is obviously in trouble. But I think, I think her husband did know, and he was so hurt that he couldn't confront it.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy.
And then he just left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, Dale, you're having those bad dreams again where you toss and turn and yell, "Fuck me, Bill." Don't know what that was about.
Yeah, very strange. Imagine just going 4 months at sea, just ruminating on that thought. No other people around, just thinking. I reckon Bob's dead. I reckon it was 4 months planning to kill Bob when he came back. Anyways.
Yeah, he's like, what's the coordinates of the Bermuda Triangle?
Well, there we go. What do you think, Andrew? Did you enjoy
that was really good.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What was your favourite one?
I think the...
Was it the one where the crime happened, where a teacher focused
Oh, yeah, there's a teacher. What was the other one?
Or was it the one where the man fingered his wife while fireman carrying him?
that one was actually the most wholesome, I think.
Yeah, they got back together.
Yeah, I think that was my favourite. The others, there was like... I mean, imagine just fucking, like... imagine writing one of these letters and sending it.
Mm.
Is there a monetary prize for sending these in? Because oftentimes there is.
$50.
$50.
But
So
they
that's-
open-
In 1994.
Yeah.
That
that's
would
like a
buy
decent
you a block of
weekend.
land. Yeah.
Yeah. Block
But-
of land to park your fucking
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Did you?
The others are just so like there's a sort of tinge of sadness to them.
Should we do home blokes this week or not? No, let's save that for another one.
Yeah, we'll save it.
The home blokes is a feature where people just publish or send in pictures of their dicks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's this little cartoon?
Oh, this one is Nurse Nancy Nightingale. It's just naked Sheilas and they're
I
rooting
think
blokes.
I think we all like that. Could we have a quick look at that?
It's very picture heavy, but sure. Why don't you describe it, Peter? Because
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah,
it's the hill you want to die on. So
that's fine. I'll make it quick. I won't go too deep into it. But there's just the breasts are massive.
absolutely massive, very personal.
Because you're at the other side of the table, I could see how big those breasts are, and I thought I'll quick read about that. So Nurse Nancy Nightingale. So just as Nancy's secret tests to disprove Dr. Chunk's theory that sex weakens elite athletes near success. What a fucking nightmare sentence.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I honestly did not misread any of that, I promise you. The experiment is spotted by a spy. So Nancy seems to be trying to disprove Dr. Chunk, whoever the fuck that is, that athletes' performance is hindered by sex, and then a spy is watching.
So she's a nurse.
She's a nurse.
And she's conducting some research.
Yeah, and there's a spy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not a quote in the cartoon. It's just saying what's happening. Nancy's enthusiasm soon inspires the other experimenters to find their second wind. I'm going to assume this is Nancy. Phew! Excuse me, Nancy. I was wrong.
No,
That's not Nancy.
it's not. Okay.
Yeah, Nancy's the one wearing the nurse's
Oh,
cap. Yeah.
well, I'm
Fucking
done.
idiot. I
I'm
could
done.
see that from the other side of the table.
Phew, excuse me, Nancy. A question: is one orgasm enough, or should I go for multiple? And he's just saying ...
Yeah.
He's just gone ellipses.
He looks like what's his face doing? Is it like...
He's got a tongue out. He's getting fucked by this spy.
Oh, yeah,
Nurse
right.
Nancy says, "Ooh, cripes, Helga." I guess you could say that's a multiple choice question. Ha ha ha. And then, she's also fucking a bloke.
Yeah.
And there's a little caption that says, "Jiggle jiggle."
What hospital is this?
Brisbane Women's.
The bloody private system's got it good, don't they?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dr. Chunk is hard at work on his own experiment and is going back to a laboratory.
Okay, right.
Patience, my pet. You'll get yours soon. And then another nurse comes in. Dr.
Right.
Chunk, it's worse than we feared.
Yeah.
What's that? He says. It is I, Matron Silver Fox. Nightingale has recorded the track team breaking all records during multiple orgasms. And Dr. Chunk's not happy about that because he's been trying to disprove that. Curses,
Sure.
if that meddling redhead goes public on this, my backers will pull out. This is fucked, man. I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
that's all right.
I got to finish. There's one more panel. They'd trust you if they could see me. And then she rips her clothes off, revealing her big chuzies. And she's got a big hairy... G'day. Big hairy box. And she's also got a necklace which looks like she's wearing the Prince symbol
Yeah.
Oh, right.
for a necklace.
Gotcha. It's quite for essentially what is a nude cartoon. It seems like there's quite a in-depth backstory.
Plot heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, well, clearly we've come in
Yeah.
like
Not at the start.
right in the middle because
Yeah.
it says right at the end. I'm not even going to read the rest of the panel.
It's
It doesn't
the
make any
stupidest
fucking
thing.
sense. But he goes, "Good Lord, could Dr. Chunk's terrible theories be true? More next week." So imagine
Imagine following it.
imagine you
Cliffhanger.
imagine you want to stop wanking and you're like, "Oh, but like, I do want to get the plot of that, but I don't want to look at all this."
Yeah, well, it's across the page from just home blokes,
I'm like, so
which
yeah,
is just
5 cocks.
Australian
Yeah, and
guys
from
in
the
the
look-
shower with a full bush.
From the look of them, I think they might have misspelled. It should be homeless blokes because they are sleeping rough. These lads. Have a look at just quickly. We can't go into it, but have a look at this fella. Being
He's shy.
It's
one half his face behind the shower.
This
curtain,
is
peeking out.
one peeking behind the shower curtain, like a little. Like he's doing the face that a kid does when they're trying to sneak out a dinner party. When your
Yeah,
parents have
they
people
come
over,
down the stairs.
They come down the stairs, looking around the corner. Anyways,
So yeah, apologies for going. We should have ended on the
I know-
my funny as fuck, but we
I know.
learnt not to read the cartoons
Yep,
today,
we
which
have
is
learnt.
important. Andrew, fun times had.
Yes, thanks for having me.
thank you for taking the time to do it. I
No.
really
You,
appreciate it.
Horny
Yes.
at all?
Yeah, I'm really horny.
We've-
now.
A bit.
Forgotten what was said about.
Yep, all
All
is
is forgiven?
Till
Yeah.
then, I'd say. So
Yeah.
you just brought it back up.
Fantastic. All right, Andrew, do you have anything coming up that you want to plug to our listeners?
I'm doing a show at Adelaide Fringe.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh, nice.
also Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
Fantastic.
And some dates at the Comedy Store in Sydney.
Ooh.
So all of that is on my Instagram, which is Enter the Portman.
Yes.
And what's the name of the show again?
In Melbourne, it's Tough Guy.
Tough Guy.
Yeah.
And boy, is the photo of that poster very tough.
Very,
Yeah.
very funny.
Very tough.
That's
So
very funny.
It's a brilliant story, which if you haven't heard, tell him off air. So funny.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Oh, what dates
Thank
are you
you.
in Adelaide? What dates are you in Adelaide? I mean, I can look this up, but out of interest.
I don't remember.
No,
so
no.
Adelaide, he does not give a fuck about
No.
you as a city.
No.
I
sees
do.
you merely as a
I
vessel
do.
for profit.
I care very deeply, but I just don't remember. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Have
you been
But
to
I
Adelaide
care.
before?
I care a lot.
You been to Adelaide?
No, never.
Yeah,
Really?
Great, yeah.
No,
We're gonna have one
no.
day.
Yeah, it'll be my first time.
Oh,
in
awesome.
Adelaide.
We're down there. I'm down there for pretty much the whole month except for 5 days.
Okay.
So you can watch me get absolutely smashed and say bad things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be on the
If
drinks.
you didn't get your fill of that last night.
Yeah, or at the comedy festival last year. In
Oh,
Melbourne.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, did you, okay.
No,
Well,
I was actually the better behaved out of the two. There was me and Kari, and I was like, I need to go. This is
okay, mate. Go to a party with Bill Cosby and praise yourself and not spiking anyone. Cool.
yeah, absolutely awful. Peter, what you got going on? Well, fuck.
By
fucking
the
cunt.
time this is out, yeah, great. So today, as this is released on Sundays,
Mm-hmm.
I will be in the sky flying to Cairns, Far North Queensland, because Nick Capper and Brett Blake
How
will be
good.
performing at Laughing Heart Comedy. So if you want to get your tickets, head to Laughing Heart Comedy. And then Shad and Pete Save the World, the show I do with a friend of the show, Shad Wicker, has a lot of exciting dates coming up. Monthly here in Brisbane at Good Chat Comedy Club, plus going on sale soon for Sydney. And Adelaide and Melbourne are already on sale, I believe.
Yep.
So,
And Brisbane will be following soon.
well, Brisbane here at Good Chat Comedy Club on sale, but Brisbane Comedy Festival to be on sale
That's right.
very soon, which is
Yes.
very exciting. Well
Yes.
done, Jacob.
Thank you.
Producing the show.
Thank you. Good Joke Comedy Club, just come down and have a look.
Really good.
Good fun.
How have you enjoyed?
I love it. Yeah, you
was good
guys
fun.
got a great thing going here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. That sounded quite genuine. Yeah, it was very rowdy. Very rowdy night last night.
Very good night last
Very
night. but it
fun
doesn't-
night.
Yeah,
Very rowdy.
brilliant. Anyway,
All right,
Guys.
fuck off.
Mum and Dad are coming home. We got to stop this. Thanks very much, Andrew. Thank you very much, Jacob.
Hooroo.
Until next time,
Hooroo.
keep
See
wanking.
ya.
Thank you,
Wank
bye.
hard.